What's going on by this patch? Mid-10 Outdoors. We are headed out for a day's adventure. Headed to a park I want to take a look at for future video. Well, we're going to video while we're there, but for our future camp out. So we're going to roll in that nice little intro and we will be back shortly. On the interstate right now as we speak. Like I said, the lady on the dash is telling us where to go. But what we're doing is we're doing a prospect on a park I want to go to, but I want to check this out because there's something a little different about this campground. It does not have traditional style camping per se. You still have a camping site. It's just they're a little bit different than what you normally would see. And that's why I think the uniqueness of it is what's drawing me to want to camp there. It will require something special for your tent to stay there or any other shelter you may stick on the campsite. So we're going to take a look at what we're going to have because I want to make sure. I pretty well know what we got to have. So that's what we're doing today, guys. We're going to go check out this park a little bit. While I'm there, I've got a couple other things got to do, video-wise. You will see that either before this video or after this video or at some point near future. Do not forget my sponsor, Nomadic. I will leave a link down below for you to go check them out. And there's going to be the don't forget to use mid-1020. That'll pop up somewhere right about now to save 20% off your order. That's your entire order. So guys, for right now I'm just going to drive and we're going to check things out as we're going. It's a beautiful day. As they would say, it's a Chamber of Commerce type day. And we're going to enjoy the heck out of it. So, we will be back shortly. Okay guys, we're here. I actually got a campsite for the day. Just did. So you're wondering where here is. Edgar Evins State Park. The park was founded in 1975. And it has a very unique distinction here, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. But I will tell you, let me flip you around. If that's any indication what the state park is like, yeah, we're on the Cumberland Plateau, and I think outside of the Smokies, the Cumberland Plateau area of the state of Tennessee has some of the best views around. It has some of the most unique features as far as, I can't see the bottom of that right there that I just showed you. But we're gonna have a good day here today. I've got the campsite, for all night if I wanted it, but I'm just gonna be here for a few hours. But I wanted a site, that way I could be there because I've got several things to do. So I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna try to see if we can get in the site yet. If not, we'll be able to in a little while. So we'll be back. Okay, I'm not in the campsite I'm supposed to be in yet, but I'll be getting there in a second. But when I tell you these are some unique campsites, I'm gonna show you one that's right across from me and show you how unique they are. That's your campsite right there. But look at the view you have. That's Old Hickory Lake, or Center Hill Lake, sorry. Look at that. But this is one of the campsites too. Now you may be asking yourself, well, how do you camp in a site like this? Because you can't use the ground. Because most cases the ground's pretty far down from the sites themselves. If you'll look at that one over there, So you anchor. You use weights, whatever, to steady your tent, whatever you're camping in. We'll walk over to the other one and take a look at it. Okay, here's your general fare. You have your fire ring and a place to cook, water. Most of them have electricals in them, but then you have some of them that are still wooden decked. That one over there was a concrete deck, which was pretty cool, but this is a wooden deck, as you'll see. But imagine waking up to that view right there. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. Yeah, I think you can probably get down there if you're a mountain goat. No, I'm just kidding. You can probably get down there, fish. Looks like people have been walking, but check these things out, man. They're just blow me away how they're set up. But views upon views upon views. Just amazing view. So that's what makes Edgar Evins such a unique campsite. And Mr. Chipmunk sitting over there agrees. He kind of likes it. Say hello. He's just chilling. But I will say this, you talk about a hike to get to the bathrooms. The bathrooms are up there. You definitely got a little bit of a hike to get there. Not an easy one. Mr. Chipmunk don't care that I'm sitting here. That chipmunk, or yeah, I think it is. He's just chilling though. Look at him. Oh, he went down his hole. I didn't know where he'd come up from. That's funny. He went down that hole. But gorgeous area. We're going to explore it today. Yeah, I do want to come back and camp here. Got to rethink a little bit though about what I'm going to use for anchoring a tent outside of the gear in it. But if I was going to stay here, I'd put the tent back over here or somewhere. But I mean, there's RVs sitting on these things all the way down through there, all the way in. Cars park on them, because not everybody has a gravel spot to park. I believe if I was to come back up, I would get one of these other sites. That's 38, site 38. I wouldn't want to get out of that vehicle on the passenger side right there. You might end up at the lake. This one here is pretty decent. You got pretty decent parking. But yeah, I mean, you get a fire pit, and that's your fire pit right there. And you don't want to, I mean, there's what you got down below. But I was wondering how they did this, because I've seen this in the pictures. I just have never seen how it was constructed. And now that I see this big solid beam here, and I'm sure there's more than one under there, one on each side, and there's probably definitely several running through. But then they have the concrete pillars holding it up too. And it's just stupid. I mean, those are 6x6 boards going across there. So the whole idea I had in my head of anchoring to this is going to have to change a little bit. It's going to be weighted anchors, not what I was thinking. So scratch that. But still, wow. And the drive in was just gorgeous. I mean, it's just gorgeous driving in here. So we're going to explore a little bit more of the campgrounds, and I've got a map in the truck, and we'll take a look at that and go from there. To give you a little more perspective about this, that's a camping spot right there. There's an RV sitting on it. Isn't that crazy? It's wild. It just blows me away. But in order to make this a campable place, that's what they've got to do. Okay, now I'm going to take you over here. We're going to take a look real quick at the primitive campsites. We're going to kind of get a gander at them. I guess, let's see. Yeah, you have to walk down to them. Campers only. Fire circle. But they do have the primitive campsites available if you're looking for that route. That's pretty wild. Yeah, pretty wild. So I'm going to take you over now. We're going to take a look at the cabins. They're over at another spot, and we'll go from there. As you're seeing now, they're a condo style cabin. I'm actually popped that video from the other GoPro up right now, but they are a neat little cabin. You're looking at the lake, it looks like, for the most part. Remember, folks, in the park, wave at your friends. They're all friends. They're all here for the same thing, enjoying nature. Boat, trailer, dock. Okay. So nice looking cabins. I mean, they're suspended in midair too, for the most part. But they look like pretty cool cabins. Let's see. We're going to continue around because most of the roads, that's the other thing I've noticed, there's only a couple of roads through here that are not one way. So why not venture through and see what's up? If you're big into fishing and everything, bring your boat, you know, if you want to, and I think you can leave it in a couple different areas as far as the trailer and everything, and you'll be safe. Okay, so I'm not getting all blown out. Probably am anyway. I've got the Canon, big Canon, filming right now of the lake. This is Center Hill Lake. I have fished on this lake a few times, but it's been many years since I've been there. This is one of the launch ramps right now. It's not very busy, early morning. But this is one of them. This is a gorgeous lake. I've been on it, like I said, 2 or 3 times over the years. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous lake. But I'm gonna let the big video of the lake run separately. But yeah, it's beautiful down here. But you can look, this is how the whole park is. I mean, the whole park is this way. It's straight up, all these hills and everything. Like I said, you're on the edge of the Cumberland Plateau, so this is what you've got, is hill after hill after hill. But it just blows me away how they do the camping here too. How it's just upside on the side of the cliffs, and they build those pylons or the camping spots out over the edge of cliffs and everything. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I want to come back here and camp. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna do the tent though. That's gonna be the main thing, is figuring out how to set up a tent and everything, and because I don't have a camper. I have a tent camp. Alright guys, we'll let the video play, a little music, and we'll see you in a little bit. don't think I can say it enough of how pretty this place is. Holy crap. I mean, I come down to the other boat ramp. I wasn't going to do it, but I decided to. And, well, I'm going to turn you around and show you for myself. Look at this. This is gorgeous. There. Butterfly. Spring in Tennessee, guys. If you'll notice, all the vehicles are yellow here now. It's because of the pollen. This is just gorgeous. Oh, it's worth the drive. It was worth the drive. Give you a little more information. Edgar Evins State Park from me is about 1 hour and 10 minutes away. It's east of Nashville, going towards Cookeville, that area. Of course, next biggest town will be Knoxville, then Pigeon Forge and all that good stuff. But this place is just phenomenal. Love this lake. This lake is gorgeous. Okay, I see something that, guys, oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Pick up your trash. Good Lord. But man, pretty lake. Oh look, twinsies. Alright. I had to bring this to you. This is gorgeous down here. Alright guys, so this is the picnic area here at Edgar Evins State Park. Boat going through over there on the lake. So you're getting a lake view, kind of a foresty view, but this place is freaking gorgeous. I mean gorgeous. You got everything in the world around you, tree wise, nature wise. I mean, you know, if you're wanting to get in the outdoors, and many people are getting into the outdoors this time because of the pandemic. I mean, the pandemic pretty well shut down most places, but you could get out into parks and do what you wanted to, and you know, yeah, it just gorgeous area. So I highly recommend Edgar Evins State Park. Cabins are pretty cool. Like I said, they're a condo style cabin, not your traditional cabins here. Main thing at this place is hiking and boating, fishing. So if you're into fishing or hiking, you got a good place to come. But be willing to billy goat these trails. These trails are pretty serious. Matter of fact, I think most of them are rated at moderate to extreme. So that ought to tell you something about the trails. I'm not hiking today. I'm still not at that point where I need to be, but I'll be willing to come back here and camp, and that may be coming up pretty soon. So I've got a couple other places we're looking at camping this year. This one's definitely going on the list. It's a very unique camping experience because you're camping on these platforms over the edge of hills instead of your traditional ground style camping. So if that piques your interest, this is probably a good place to come. Alright guys, we'll be back a little bit more. Okay guys, so I'm back. We're going to talk about camping sites. So as you see, the Titan is parked on the platform. That's what I call it, it's a platform. So I was talking to a couple of the park guys, maintenance guys, they're actually working on the water spigot here. And I said, pop in the tent, if you're going to camp here, how you stake it. And they honestly told me you can use nails or wood screws as long as you remove them when you're done. So that's not a big deal either. So I mean, I could bring any of my tents, probably bring my Discovery tent, pop it up right there. There's actually electricity right there. So if I need electrical in the tent, I can put my dining fly on this side, and we still have that view on this one. But here's where the but comes in. This is site number 48. The bathroom is up that hill. So I'm gonna look on the way out, but the sites over there, that there's one that literally goes right to the bathroom. So that would probably be the one I would take. But I mean, there's RVs sitting on these things, and campers and trucks and stuff. So they've built these things to hold some weight and camp on. I mean, you can venture down to the lake if you wanted to. I probably won't, not going to, especially not by myself. But I mean, you can fish right here off your campsite, from your campsite. So these are really, really unique. Matter of fact, the actual park employee said it's one of the most unique ones. The only style like this that he knows of in the country. Now, if you know of one that's like this, please say down below and tell us about it. But I mean, you're literally camping on a deck. You're camping on the deck. So I was wondering how you would mount a tent to one of these, as far as, you know, how you would get by with that. But you bring your favorite cordless drill, your favorite hammer, if you wanted to go that route, nail your tent stakes or screws or nails into the thing, just remove them when you're done. And I can understand that. I understand. But the site on up that I'm gonna mark for a future trip is still looking right at the lake, just like we are right now when we're looking at the houseboats and stuff. But still, look at the view. I mean, priceless right there. To wake up, sit up, you know, I'd almost point, well, no, your boards would be in the way. I was going to say, if the boards weren't in the way, you could almost point your door to the lake and look at it all day long. But anyway, this has got potential. This is probably going to happen. Right now, I'm going to stop talking. I'm actually going to make some lunch because it's 11:33. I ate early this morning, and diabetes says it's time to eat again. So I'm gonna get my chair out of my truck, and well, we're gonna make it a campsite for the day. Okay, we're gonna close out the video now. Forgot to shoot an outro while we were at the park, so I'm shooting it here at the house, workbench behind me. But anyways, if you're traveling through Middle Tennessee, looking for a place to stay, want to camp, Edgar Evins is great because it's maybe 6 miles off the interstate, off of I-40. If you're coming from Knoxville or Nashville, going through and just looking for a place to camp for the night, Edgar Evins is a good place to do it. Really unique camping. Make sure you have your cordless drill or your hammer with some screws or nails to anchor your tent, because that's the only way you're going to anchor it. If you're using a pop-up or camper like that, then you're okay. They do have electrical hookups. I will say there is 110 plugs at all the sites that I saw. So if you have 110 and you want to run it to your tent or whatever, you can do that, but you still have shore power for RVing or pop-ups or whatever. And you do have water for those things too. Do not have sewer. You do have a dumping station. There is a camp store there, so if you forget something, they have a camp store. That's about it. I'm going to throw in some pictures here at the end that I took while I was there. And that's it for now. Like, share, subscribe, and be prepared.